Hello, my name is Elizabeth from TNR, Florida, and thank you for joining me today. I'll be doing a short introduction to the documentation on Kinnser. It is a web-based system, and their website is kinnser.net. Today, you'll learn how to complete a record of visit in Therapy Boss, and later I'll review how to complete a note in Kinnser. The reason why you have to create a record of visit, it serves two purposes in Therapy Boss. It lets us know that you were there, and it also creates a timesheet for your payroll. Remember, signatures are to be captured in Kinnser for those agencies that require it. Let's go ahead and document some visits in Therapy Boss. So I'll be reviewing that right now. So it's no different than what you're used to. It's going to be the exact same thing. You're going to select the patient, you're going to select the patient's name, and you're going to select the patient's name again, and then new visit activity. It's something that you're used to. It's not different than anything else. You're going to select the type of visit that you're going to do. For right now, I'm going to select an assessment, and you're going to hit save. And once your visit is open, you're going to work from left to right, adding in your minutes, capturing the patient's signature. For those that are capturing the patient's signature in Kinnser, all you have to do is under signature, captured on paper, captured later, select that, and it won't require you to get the patient's signature. I will be going over how to capture the patient's signature later on. So again, anything that is in the middle in orange is required, so you will have to do that. So we could easily do that by adding a note, record of PT evaluation, and you're going to hit that red button, and it tells you what's required. Documentation method, it's going to be Kinnser. If it's not on there, you could select other and then specify what it is. Reason for evaluation, this is going to be an initial evaluation for me. The place of service is already automatically in there. For those who have frequency, you're going to select that F. And remember, complete what it allows you to do in here. So if you're only authorized to do one visit, you're going to put a 1 week one in this system. And I'll show you later on where you could put your recommendation in. So we're going to save this. And then under coordination of care, we're going to put in there that we spoke with Lisa at the agency. And here's where you would put your recommendation in. And you want to put the full recommendation in this section, not just the 1 week one. If you want a 2 week 5 frequency, you want your full recommendation in here. So if this patient requires a 2 week 5 frequency, this would be the place to put that in there. Okay, and it allows the office to know that this is going to be your recommendation before your visit gets submitted in Kinnser. And you're already in green. It's not that much that's required in here, only a few spots. Remember, Therapy Boss does autofill for the next visit, so it'll be less information that you'll be completing in here. So once you're completed with that, you're going to hit save, and yes, and you're ready to synchronize your note and submit that information into the system. And that's all that is. And again, this is not only just a payroll sheet for you, but it also lets us know that you were there to see the patient. Now let's go over documenting in Kinnser, submitting a visit from your hotbox. So let's go on to Kinnser. You're each going to get an individual login for each of the different agencies. Each agency will have a login. So from here, it's easy to start a visit. All you have to do is just go to your hotbox, select the visit that you're doing, the one that's closest to the visit that you've done. So if I want to start this visit in particular, all you have to do is select it. And you're going to complete your documentation to the best of your ability. What I do recommend, however, is that when doing this documentation, that as you're going along through the visit itself where you're documenting, you want to save often. So if you're doing huge amounts of sections, you want to scroll all the way to the bottom and hit save. Because if you lose connection from the internet for whatever moment, you might lose a lot of this information. So you'll want to save often as you go to section. If it's small sections and there's not much to fill, you'll want to continue work, and then if you encounter a huge section, just go ahead and save. And that's it. Once you're done with your note, it's all in one page. Hit save, then submit, and you're going to put in your electronic password, which you will create. It will be something that will be separate from your password, your normal password, and you'll need to, it'll be the same one that you'll have constantly. So if your password changes with Kinnser for this particular agency, your electronic signature will not. And that's basically it for documenting in Kinnser. Let's review that one more time. Hotbox, which is what you're looking for. You're going to go to Hotbox, select the visit, and complete your documentation, saving often. Now that we've reviewed how to complete documentation in Kinnser, let's go over capturing a patient's signature. So you are required to capture a patient's signature in Kinnser. You will need to sign on using either a cell phone or a tablet only. It will not work with your computer. For those people who have difficulty getting internet access in a building because it's too thick or it's got bad cell service, what I recommend is logging in from the parking lot before you even get to the patient's house. So how do you get to a patient's signature? So from our main page, what we're going to do is we're going to select the two and the hot box. Once we've done that, right next to the patient's visit, you will see a. Once you've selected the red house, you're going to get patient signature. And once you've captured the patient signature, you're going to hit save. Remember, this is geo-stamped, so you will see the patient's location, date, and time that it was captured. And that's all for it. If you have questions, please feel free to give us a call, either Jonathan or I at TNR. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.